Hi, folks. How are you? I hope you are having a great, um, I hope you're having a great Monday afternoon, early evening, I guess you could say. I don't know. This is kind of one of those like transition. Like, does it transition from afternoon to evening? What do you consider afternoon? You tell me. So today, I'm just trying to find me here. I can see I'm live, but I'm trying to sprinkle the love a little bit. And it's not letting me sprinkle the love the way I want to. So I have to change profiles. Anyway, and then I can go back to my other profile and sprinkle the love there. Let's see here. There we go. Hey, Cindy, how are you? I hope you're doing good. I saw where you took a trip. Hopefully you had an awesome time. And then one more place that I'm gonna sprinkle the love. um, all right, come on. There we go. All right, so today I wanted to do something fun. I thought it'd be fun. I was trying to figure out what to paint because I don't usually plan too far ahead on these, and I was just like, I don't know what I want to do. So I thought I started searching Pinterest to get inspiration. And I saw something on Pinterest. This isn't what I saw on Pinterest, but I saw something different. It's similar but different. Anyway, so then I took to artificial intelligence to create this little inspiration piece. 8.5 hours to get out of Dallas and coming back. 3 hours delayed. Oh, wow. Wow. That does take I hate when that happens. Hold on. I need to look at something. Okay. Never mind. It's all good. I heard my garage door go up and I'm like, why is that garage door going up? But it's all good. Anyway. Hey, Jane. So today I was saying I had used artificial intelligence to kind of give an idea. I want to do a nautical gnome. And I had this idea. Well, I saw this idea that sparked another idea, but kind of like a little semi-pirate gnome. Okay, so how you doing today, Jane? So anyway, this is kind of my inspiration piece. It's not going to look like this, even though I did this with AI. It's not going to look like this, but this is just my inspiration. So we're going to get started here. And you can always catch this replay on YouTube if you're not on my YouTube. You can go and like that and you'll catch that there too. So, whoops. Anyway, we're going to work on the background today. We're going to work on this a little bit. It's about to storm. Ugh. Well, hopefully not a bad storm. And hopefully something that will be quick and not do a lot of tree damage or anything like that. So I have some new paint that I want to try. And it's from Pentart. Now I carry Pentart. I don't carry this line of paint though, because it's too much. But if you're interested, I do have an affiliate link that you can use to get some. So I left some trash on here. I didn't get in my trash can. Anyway, I'll take it later. So this is the creamy acrylic. And I'm told that this is great for canvases. So we're going to try it out today and we're going to see how great it is. Good to see you, Debbie. How are you? Yes, I hope you have a blessed week too. All right, so let's get a background on here. I don't know, something. Let's just do something beachy, I guess. I don't know. Seeing as I want to have something a little nautical gnome or something. I want something summery. I want something beachy. So let's just start with a little, like, I don't know, a little ocean or something. Maybe. We'll see. I really just want to give these paints like a run for their money and just see, like, do we like them? I think we're going to love them. I trust the artist Teresa Renee, who is the decoupage queen distributor here, who carries Pentart. I trust her and her judgment with these, so I'm pretty certain I'm going to love them. Anyway, I'm just putting down a few colors that are like kind of some good ocean colors. This is like a mint green, and I got a sky blue or something, I think it's called, and then I have the blue. Now I'll put down some white and some cream, and we'll see what we get. We're just gonna do something, I don't know, something fun. All right, let's see here. Grab a little white in that brush. I'm just going to start with a little white in that brush. And then I'm just going to pick up some of my blues. And I don't really care how they mix match on here. They're just going to be a little all up in there. And then I want to just kind of figure out. We're just going to make some imaginary marks here. So he's kind of a pirate. So I kind of see like some tropical waters maybe. I don't know. Not that it has to be, right? It doesn't. Kind of want that horizon to be as straight as you can get it. Horizon lines are straight. Oh, that's doing beautiful. So we got some rules we have to apply by when it comes to water and all that stuff. So we're gonna use those rules. I'm just gonna come down a little ways, and then we're gonna start to have a little bit of a beach, I guess. I don't know. Part of me is like, should he be on a ship? And it just should be all ocean? I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think. We'll figure it out from there, right? Just going to grab a little white. I want to come in with a little lighter up here. If it's going to be our shoreline, it's going to be a little lighter up in here. So when you hop on, say hi. Tell me you're here. This is a perfect time to be doing a beach thing anyway. School's getting out. My niece graduates this week. Her graduation is on Thursday. I'm super excited for her. So we got some fun colors going in there. Y'all get so quiet. Anyway, tell me if you did something fun this weekend. My grandson graduated on last Friday. So we went to that graduation, of course. And then Saturday, he had his mom, I should say, had a little celebration for him and all his accomplishments. And so we went to that, and it was very nice. And so then for the sky, I'm going to just kind of use some of those same colors. I'm going to stick more to this lighter color here. A little white. Unlike the ocean, the sky is going to be the lightest near the horizon. So I'm going to kind of start up here. Just kind of mimic those same colors. And then as I work down, I'm going to work more and more of that white in. So it just gets lighter and lighter. I have to say, I'm liking these paints on this canvas. It's going on. I'm not fighting. You know how you sometimes fight the tooth? Couple of flea markets, antique stores. My daughter, oh, that's fun. I love to go to, and my problem is I don't need anything. I end up buying stuff when I go. I have a friend who has been for many years in the antique business, I guess you would say. He has a booth and all of that he, him and his wife used to fill up and stuff. Anyway, they're closed. The shop that he's in is closing. And well, they're actually going to be doing something a little different with it. And so he's not going to continue. So he's liquidating his inventory. And I tell you what, it's so, oh, thank you, Heather. How are you? We're going to put a few little clouds in here because, like, you have to have a few little clouds, right? So we're going to just pop in a few little clouds. And so he's liquidating. And he's been posting all these pictures, and I'm like, oh, I like that. I like that. And I'm like trying to stay away because I don't need another thing. This house is full. When it comes to stuff like that, this house is full. So we're going to just put a few little clouds in there. But we're not fretting with it. We're just popping them in there. Super easy. Give them a little depth and dimension. Okay. Now, I guess because we've done that, we don't want it to be wild waves, but we need to have a little bit. But they're going to, this is the Caribbean, so it's not like I'm on the eastern side because I'm in Virginia, and eastern, I don't know, I guess California too, because there's a lot of surfing out there, but we have the dark gray ocean, and we get the waves. We don't get this nice smooth, like just a little, we don't get that. So you tell me, if y'all are near water, what kind of waves do y'all have? Do you have the calm waves, or do you have the big waves? We're just going to scratch some up on the, this is going to be our sand when we're done. I'm just going to scratch a little bit of that up on there. And I'm going to grab a little bit of, so the colors they have a lot of option in colors, and then they're a little limited too. So like I have a brown. I don't have necessarily, I have a cream. I think maybe this, I think we're going to go with this hazelnut, and I'm going to add some white to it. And I think that'll be pretty good. We're going to go with that. I'm going to add some, not cream, some creamy white to it, maybe. I like creamy white. Ooh, that popped out. So, did you buy anything fun, Cindy? Did you buy anything fun? Or did you just help your daughter buy some fun stuff? That's always fun too when you're like spending somebody else's money. I like that. Because we want some light color. We want it to be really light color sand. Just go scratch in some sand color. Now I don't really want to put my gnome in there because I'm liking my ocean too much and I'm going to cover it all up. That's okay. That's all right. A big block of lemon poppy seed soap. They even looked at your concrete turtle. Like, dude. Like sometimes you're like, it's just a concrete turtle. I mean, I get that they probably have seen a lot of stuff, but at the same time, sometimes you just have to wonder, right? You have to be like, really? What happened that made you like take a second look at a concrete turtle? That's the fun part. Like, what did you see that made you like second guess that? I'm sure they could tell some stories. I'm certain that they could tell some stories. I don't know anybody who works TSA, but I'm sure there are lots of stories to be told there. And there we have, really quickly, an ocean scene. Not anything complicated. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be detailed because, like I said, we're going to cover up 98% of this with their little gnome dude. I just thought it would be fun. Although part of me doesn't want to do it. Do you think we should cover it up or do you think we should do something different? I don't know. Part of me wants to cover it up and the other part of me is like, don't cover that up. Y'all tell me what you think. All right, we're going to cover it up then. That is too funny. Oop, I just put paint on my phone. And I'm going to give this a dry and then we're going to trace on, or we're going to draw out our little pirate. Our little pirate gnome. Just put the gnome's footprints. It is a little cute to do that. So do we want to cover it up or do we want to leave it? I could always grab another canvas and we could just do a plain background. and put our gnome on it. And then figure out what we want to put on this. Maybe we could have a ship or something to go with. Now tell me what you want. Thank you, Cindy. Hey, Dee, how are you? All right, I tell you what, I'll go grab another canvas real quick. It's just right there. I'm just going to move this. And let me just slide out here. So we'll keep that for we'll keep this for something else. And then we will do our gnome on this. I can't believe I just did that. I can and can't believe I just did that. I was like, what? Oh, good. I'm glad, Dee. I'm glad you're doing good. All right. So we're just going to do like a brown background, okay? So like he's hanging out in the sand or something. We're going to do like a light tan background. I think he'll pop on this more so anyway. So I will say I'm loving these Pentart paints. No water. They're creamy. They go on smooth. I do like them for canvas. So Dee, did you have a good weekend? Cindy went thrifting. My grandson graduated. And then Saturday we got to spend the day or the evening, not day, but the evening with them because they had a little gathering. Some food and family and friends. And it was very nice to celebrate him. And then on Thursday, my niece graduates. And next Saturday, we're having a little get together for her. My sister works the weekend after this coming weekend. So they couldn't do it this coming weekend. So she's doing it next weekend, which is nice. Okay, so we're just whatever, light tan background. We're going to dry it, and then we're going to start on the gnome. We may not finish the gnome today. See, as I kind of started over. I'm glad you had a good one. So we're going to do a nautical. He's gonna This is the inspiration. He's not going to look like that, but it's an inspiration. He's going to be like a pirate gnome. Y'all know I love my little gnomes. And so we're going to do a little pirate. So get it good and dry. Okay. All right, now let's get our gnome on here. So we're just gonna sketch out a little like we want a pirate hat. Something like that. It'll probably change before I end up finishing it. I might bring it up a little higher and then bring it across right here. Bring it up just a little bit higher and kind of go like that. Maybe dip it a little bit down a little bit. That's all right. Something like that. And then we know I don't really want to put the eyes on. I don't like mine. I like my gnomes that have just like their nose, no eyes. So I'm going to just give him a nose. And then we're going to give him some feet. Basically down here. Some big feet. And that's going to be it. Now we're going to put some hands on, but we're not going to do that right now. So I want to get this. I'm going to get him in here real quick. I'm going to get the hat in. I want a blue hat on him. So I'm going to just mix a little bit of that in with that. Just a little bit. Get both those colors going. I may turn it to a black hat, but he's, you know, I don't want him to be like, I mean, he's a pirate, but not a pirate at the same time. I don't know what I want. I mean, I do and I don't know. At the same time, I do and I don't know. We're just going to get this hat in here that we like it. And we'll worry about everything else in a little bit. Actually, switch my brush. I'm sitting there fighting that brush when this one is the one I wanted in the first place. And I just picked up the wrong one. So, Dee, did you do anything fun this weekend? How's your puppy? Lola, right? Do I have the name right? I think so. How is Lola? I think that's her right name. If I got her name wrong, I'm sorry. Just grab a little bit of black. I want to make a little darker blue. I want it to be more of like a midnight blue. And give it just a little shape. Give it some shape. Surprised Kai's not barking. My neighbor's dogs are barking, and usually when he hears them, he must be asleep. He must be sound asleep up there, because usually when he hears them barking, he barks too. But he must be sound asleep. Just gonna put a little bit right here at that bottom of his hat. Y'all are so quiet. I can never get you to talk. I love comments. Tell me what you're having for dinner tonight. That usually is a good topic of conversation. What are we having for dinner? I'm having leftovers. I made a meatloaf last night, stuff to go with that, and we have enough for tonight. So that's what we're having tonight. So our little pirate is coming to shape. His hat is, at least. His hat is, at least. And grab just a little lighter blue here. This brush wants to not work with me today. My hand doesn't want to work or something. It wants to be giving me a fit. I like the way this paint blends. It blends nicely. We're giving the Pentart creamy acrylics a taste, not a taste test, but a test. We are testing out the Pentart creamy acrylics, and I'm liking them so far. Now we'll put a little thing up on his, kind of like this little one has here. We'll see. You'll be right over. Well, come on, Cindy, come on. It'll take you a little while, but I'll keep the light on for you. What's that? I don't know whatever it was that kept the light on for you. We keep the light on for you, and you can just come on. All right, need a little gray. My favorite part. Motel 6. That's it. I couldn't remember. I was like, wait a minute, which one was it that did that? Motel 6. We're going to give him some gnome hair. Well, I got the little blue, but that's all right. And if you've been with me for any length of time, you know, for my gnomes, I like some wild hair. I'm not into the neat hair gnomes. Like, I want my hair on my gnome to be kind of like going everywhere. Now we're going to put him in some arms. Don't worry. We are going to do that. But he's got all this hair. I'm not worried about the nose. We'll put the nose in a minute. I'm not even really worried about the feet because this is just our first layer of hair. This is just like the hair is going to be in this area. Something like that. Parrots don't have neat hair. No, they don't. No, they don't. They've been at sea too long to have neat hair. So that's what we're going to say anyway. He's been at sea for a long time. We'll come in and give our little nose some skin tone color. A little brown. I don't know. Right. Going up on the hat, I'm like, is that dry? I don't know. It may not be. But I want to kind of come in front of the hat just a little bit there. Whoop, don't make his nose big or bigger than the needs to be. There we go. We'll lighten it a little bit, but for the most part, we're good right there. I'm not gonna worry too much about that. I picked up a little bit of blue. It's okay. We'll come in a little bit. No, parrots do not have neat hair. All right, I'm gonna grab some more white. I'm just gonna touch it down here in my gray I had, and we're gonna come back. I'm going to focus kind of up near that nose area and just kind of like fill in. That's all we're going to do. And then I'm going to, actually what I want to do is do this. I'm going to wipe that off. I'm going to go in my black here for a minute. And I'm going to put in my shoes. A little bit of this paint goes a long way. I like that. Very pigmented. Doesn't take up but a little bit. There's one of his shoes. And then here's another one. Now we'll fix these up a little bit. We're not going to pay a whole lot of attention to these, but we will give them a little bit of a definition in a minute. We just needed them there. We just needed it there hanging out so that it... But he's going to be cute when we're done with him. Again, I want a light gray. I'm going to grab more white. That black is strong. Super strong. We're just going to come in and grab more. Now that we have that down, we can put arms in here. And we'll come in with some arms, and then we'll put the hair on top of the arms. Else we would have just been fighting it. What color arms do you think we should give me? What color do you think he should have? I'm going to wait for y'all to tell me what color you think. And I'm just going to put a little more detail on this hat right here. What color do you think he should have? I mean, they're not really like coordinated or anything, right? So actually, I think this should have come up much higher. I think that should have come up like that. Because technically, I'm thinking that is more right. Than what I had. Actually, it needs to push up a little bit higher because that's where his little thing goes, is on the actual flap, not on the thing. So I need to redo that. Good, I thought about that because I was like, I kept looking at it like it looks funky. It doesn't look right. I'm like, that doesn't look right. Something about that looks off. The beauty of acrylic paint. You can fix anything. At any point. You don't have to wait. There we go. That looks, where they say more better. Mo better. Cindy's thinking. Does that fix his hat? What are your colors? What colors do you think it should be? His arms. What color? I think so. I think he did. I'm not sure. I know the other guy did. Trying to think what color was the one Johnny Depp wore. Johnny Depp wore a black hat. His hat was black. I'm kind of thinking like this one reminds me of Barbosa. Is that his name? The one that you don't like initially, but then you end up somewhat liking him. Before it's all over. I think I'm going to use some red. I don't know why. I don't know. It's just speaking to me. Maybe some red. What is it like? Danger Real Robbers. We're just going to make up an arm here somewhere and bring it to the front. I don't know what he'll be holding, but he's going to hold something. We'll figure out what he's holding. His arm needs to be a little bit bigger, not a whole lot. Just a little bit. It's a little too skinny. Yeah, we're going to cover up a lot of this, so don't worry too much about that. It's just got to come from what would be his shoulder area. So that's the only thing we care about, is that the arms are coming from what would be like a shoulder area. They don't have to be perfect. Maybe a sword. Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe a sword. I like that. Okay. Something like that. What time is it? Oh, almost. All right. I'm going to go into my white. Actually, I need to let that red dry for a minute. Just go touch a little bit into this black and get a little darker. Does blend nice. I like the way it blends. It's nice. We could put a sword in one hand, and I'm thinking on the other hand, like a hook. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know. I can see a hook being fun, though. We're going to give him a little bit of a rounded arm. We're going to round out that arm just a little bit. By adding a little light there in that center area. Yes, a hook. Okay, we'll put a hook in one arm and then a sword. He'll look like a pirate when we're done. Now we want to dry this because when we come in with the other layer of hair, we don't want red mixed in. He's going to be a cute little gnome. Be like, may your compass always point north and the, what is it, the wind be at your sail or something. Anyway, I forget what that little saying is. All right. right, let's add another layer of hair. I'm just coming in with some white this time. Laying it right over top of that gray. It'll dry back. And the gray will shine through. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go right on top of. I'm not worried about the hands yet because I want the hands to be on top. That long hair. Oh, they were selling their junk journals. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. That's nice. It's always fun when you see that and you're like, I can do one of those. I know how to do one of those. I can make that. Just putting some little white marks on my shoes. I am using, I think this came from Hobby Lobby. It's a wash brush. Royal wash. I don't know if that's paint on it. 3/4 of an inch size. All right, let's get some hands on him. I'm going to dry this and we're going to get some hands on. I want the hands to be on top of the hair. We can put a little bit, but whoops. I want them to be on top. We'll put the sword in his hand, and then we'll put a hook on his hand. And then we just have to put that there. And you know what? We did 2 canvases in almost an hour because we're pretty much done. We are pretty much done. Other than this little, what we're doing now, which is going to be one hand. I think we'll give him a right hand. And so he's right-handed. He lost his left hand. We can come up with a big old story how that happened. We got to name him. What's his name? His name is going to be what? What's his name going to be? We got to come up with a name for him. Let's see. I would say Blackbeard, but I don't think he's scary like Blackbeard. Like, I don't think he's going to carry that kind of fear. So he's not notorious. Even though he has a sword. Even though. There we go. There's his sword. something like that. I don't know. Something like that. We'll see. Oh, now he's barking. When there's nothing to bark at. Who knows? Who knows? And then we gotta have his hook. So here comes the hook. I need a little smaller brush. Let me grab this brush. Can y'all hear him? Hopefully not. Hopefully it's noise canceling that out. Come out and hook around. Just a little hook. Whoop. I picked up blue. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted at all. High enough. I know he can hear me down here. He just don't want to hear me. But I know he can hear me down here. I know he can hear me. Something like this. I don't know. I've never done a hook before, but you get the idea, right? That it's supposed to be a hook. There we go. That looks better. all this gray action happening on top of each other makes it hard to see. There we go. And now we'll put a little thing. Maybe we'll do like a little anchor like this one has. I don't really see skull and crossbones on this dude. I mean, he's like a pirate, but not a scary pirate. He's kind of like the comedy relief pirate. I don't know why all of a sudden I want to say pilot. He's not a pilot. He has an anchor on his head. I know the blade is going away from him, but you know, he could cut his nose off. Maybe that's what happened to his hand, right? Cut his hand off by accident. Maybe that's his story. I don't know. Maybe that's his story. They all have to have a story. We need to come up with a name for him. His name could be Sam or something like that. I don't know. It can't be anything scary. I mean, anything like intimidating. We're going to just come in here and give a little more definition to this nose. And then we're going to put a few more hair, gray hairs on him, and then we're going to be done. Because he's cute. I just want to come in at the top of this nose and round out that nose a little bit. Put a little. Okay, enough. I don't know what he sees out there he's barking at, but whatever it is, he's barking at it. He's guarding himself, I think. I don't know. My gnome, I mean. think he's cute. All right, let's put some more little hairs on him. I'm just going to use this brush that I have in my hand. Kai, enough. Sorry, guys. He gets excited. Actually, I like this other little brush better. Let's go back to him. Go back to you. And now we're just going to put a few down onto the hand. Maybe just a few onto the hook, but not much. Not much this time. This is just to kind of help those that dried back a little bit. You know, when you first put white down, it looks pretty bright, and then it kind of will dry back a little bit. That's all this is doing, is just brightening up those few ones. I'm just going to go like that for a minute just to clear up any. Because you don't want hair coming out of the back side of his arm. And there we have it. He's done. So a little over an hour, but not bad. We're going to scratch in just a little bit of dark at the bottom below his feet, like a little bit of this. Put a touch of a touch. We just want to give him something to stand on. So he's not like standing on, you know, air. That's a step sometimes forgotten, but it's an important step for when you're doing anything, is that you give them a little bit of something to stand on. If it's not already on the background where it makes it grounded, add a little bit of something to ground them. If it's not already there, add it in, because it needs to be there. Now he's grounded. And he's cute. Thank you, Cindy. And I'm just gonna paint the sides. I might even just come back with a little bit of, I don't know, maybe just a little bit of black. See if I like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That's what I'll do with the sides, is I'll just paint the black on the sides with some water. I'll use some water with it to thin it, and then just paint the sides. But that's our nautical gnome. I think he's so cute. And not only did we do a nautical gnome, but we did a background for something else. I don't know what we'll paint on there, what that something else will be, but since I kind of went off, I just want to go ahead and fix it. See how cute that's going to be? That will frame him out, and it will look nice when we're done with that. But I think he's cute. And easy to do, because not only did we do him, but we did another background. I'm going to pull that up right now and show y'all before I get off of here. But before my paint dries, I just wanted to get this coat of black on here. Really thin. It's really thin. But that's okay. It was working good for our gnome. Throwing paint. Paint going everywhere. And again, I'm just going to kind of purposefully so it was meant to be that way. No accidents here. It was 100% planned. There we go. Okay. I'm going to switch cameras. So this is what we did. Think he's cute as he can be. We'll call him Sam the Pirate. I don't know. I don't know what to call him. But anyway, and then we did this. So we did our little beach scene, our ocean scene, and then we did our pirate gnome. Thank you. I think he's rather cute. So hopefully you enjoyed it. And I will see you all at least next Monday. I don't know if I'll be live before then. We may do something if I have time. We got a lot going on this week. But if I have time, we may come back and do something with that background we started. If not, we'll pick it up next time. Anyway, y'all have a great rest of your night. And I will talk to you later. Bye.